Welcome or welcome back. My name is Ash and this is Ash Reacts. Today we are diving back into Jujutsu Kaisen. We will be starting with episode 21. Last video we watched two of my favorite episodes of this series. We had a battle against the big bad plant monster, but he tucked tail and ran when Gojo took down the veil that was keeping him contained. They didn't want any of his smoke, so he got out of there. But the distraction was a success because Stitches got to come in and steal one of Sukuna's fingers. I'm concerned with how all of our friends are going to deal with the fallout. I hope they still don't want to kill Itadori. I have a good feeling Toto will protect him because they were calling each other brother by the end of last episode. I don't want to talk anymore. Let's just get into it. Yeah, he did tuck tail and run. He was the one who had the sword hilt with the hand.
それに比べて君は働きすぎ
I did not realize how messed up he was.
かわいそう
Why are you licking your lips? What are you gonna do?
楽にしてあげようか
I don't want him to try to eat him.
お疲れ
I'm very intrigued because I don't know what his plan was.
で、ブツは
バッチリさ
Did he get two fingers
両面
instead of one?
光線保有分6本同じく特級呪物受胎
He walked out with a haul. I didn't realize how much he took. When are they gonna realize that those were stolen?
中の1000を超える扉のうち一つが指を含む危険度の高い呪物を保管する蔵へと通じているその日どの扉が蔵へ通じているかは天元しか知らないから
Well, how if Tengen's the only one who knows, then how did we get all this stuff?
以前光線に回収させた指
It is wild to me how much the curses are actually in control of the world and the head people in charge of Jujutsu sorcery don't realize that they are just little pawns.
スクナの器以外は殺していいのですね。
いいけどあまりおすすめはしない
Is this all happening before the event happened? And I'm just being slow?
それを踏めば最悪今回の行動すべてが台無しになる
That is a worst case. That's the definition of a worst case.
アドリ私たちにとっても光線にとってもね
That's what a lot of the teachers think, and the other school thinks that too. Well, if this was the conversation before the battle, then they really did test the veil, and it really failed. They need a new plan if they're ever gonna keep Gojo down.
食卓式の帳のテスト結果は別の人間が見るから
So that must be the guy who makes stuff out of people, and the blondie with the ponytail.
帰る
Yeah. Okay, so all that happened before this.
殺意にブレーキをかけるのはストレスがたまりますね。
You're
花
mad.
見も呪いらしくなってきたね
But yeah, he did have that moment in the battle where he felt like Mahito and was reveling in just the chaos of battle. So I wonder if he will take that with him further. And Mahito even just said, you're starting to sound more like a curse. So maybe he'll be more destructive. Maybe he'll lose sight of taking care of the earth or whatever, you know?
続いて人的被害です。2級術師3名、準1級術師1名。
People died? Damn, we didn't see none of that. At least all our friends lived. We have to be grateful for the little things, you know?
捕らえた呪詛師は何か吐いたか
ハンガーラックを作りたかったんだ
This is the guy that Gojo, like, crushed his limbs.
特殊な気配を持ってる呪霊は呪霊でも限りなく精霊
Kind
に
of like
近
a
いんじゃないかな
camouflage.
葵の話だと植物に
Wow. I wonder how that curse came to be because he's so different from all the other curses.
だが交流会は言わずもがな中止ですね
I wondered if they would cancel it.
やることじゃないでしょ
They should, but Gojo's very unorthodox.
仲良くなったのよ。
いや仲良くなったっつうか記憶はあんだけど
Toto just has that effect on him. He helped him grow. It is hard to verbalize, but we got to see it. We get it.
お前強くなったんだ。
Oh yeah. And like everyone that Itadori interacts with, he learns something from them. He's got to learn from Gojo. He's got to learn from the blonde guy who's Gojo's friend. He's literally my favorite character and I don't know his name. I apologize. Now he's gotten to learn from Todo. He even learned just from fighting Mahito. Like, he learns in every single situation we've seen him placed in. Aww. It's so good to see our crew back together again, and they finally get to be chill and hang out and be casual, just like normal friends. They're just chilling in their homie's room. And Toto's here. No, return his love. Oh no, he's delusional. That is hilarious. Gojo looks so cool in his like casual wear. Is baseball part of the exchange event?
つうわけでさ、いろいろあったし、
One
人も
day
死んでるけど、
prior. Okay.
どうする？続ける？交流会。
So they're bringing the question to the students, which makes sense. They're the ones who have to participate. I did not expect him to be like all of a sudden put off by Todo. It's crazy that people died. I thought these were the only students. If they do continue the event, it would make sense that that would lead us to the end of this season, because we only have a few episodes left. But if we continue the event, are you guys gonna still try to kill Itadori? I, personally, if I was Itadori, would keep Todo on my good side so that he can keep his friends in check. Baseball! Oh, did Gojo rig it? That is so funny, and that is so Gojo of him. I wonder how big baseball is in other countries other than the United States. Because although we call it the American pastime, I would argue that in current society, American football is the American pastime.
虎杖、お前はなぜ呪術師をやっている？
きっかけは成り行きっす。
He did fall into it. I wonder if he's prodding into Itadori because he is humanized to them now and not just a dude who ate Sukuna's finger, you know? I yearn to have the confidence of Nobara. That is a loophole, and I would put an end to it if I was the ref. But it is a pretty decent argument and creative, so I do applaud it. I wonder if by the end of this show, we will see the sisters rekindle their relationship. Because it seems like Mei is just tripping. Hey, that's a home run. Unless someone uses their jujutsu power somehow. Oh, that's so funny. This team is just full of cheaters. She can't walk.
お前がピッチャーやればいいじゃん。
ダメよ。メカ丸が今ピッチャーしかできないんだから。
True. If we're gonna pretend the pitcher is him, he couldn't pretend to be an outfielder and catch things. At least you're in your brother's arms. Nice beach. They were all sick of Toto's shit. This is the question. He went right to the question everybody has in their brains. Yeah, but you know what? Now we're here. We need to be flexible with our plans. True. Very true. Maybe it's better for these things to be in someone who can control them. You know? Who is good to their soul. I'm so intrigued by just that flash. We haven't seen a lot about our own principal. We saw him in the very beginning, and we know that he makes the little cursed stuffed animals, but how he's the principal and like his story, we don't really know. I can tell there's way more depth and backstory to him. We all deserved a good game of baseball and just a normal day. We had the outfits on deck, like, at least we have a reason to use them, you know? Winner Tokyo! Yay, that's us, right? Hey! Alright, that episode was super chill. It makes sense because the last episodes, like 5 in a row, were super intense. I feel like we're having just a little bit of a wind down before we ramp up to the end of the season. This episode did answer a lot of my questions about how the other students were going to interact after the big battle occurred. It was really cool that they decided to continue the event, and it was a lot less stress, just a simple game of baseball set up by our lovely and schemy Gojo, of course. We got to know more of the principal's insight from the other school when seeing him interact with our school's principal. We know he definitely just doesn't trust Gojo. Gojo is the reason for all this chaos. He's the reason Itadori as a problem exists in the first place. He was the one who wanted to feed him more fingers. He was the one who kept him being alive a secret. He was the one who enrolled him in this school, you know? All of this happened because of Gojo and because of his lack of respect for authority. However, the authority of the Jujutsu world, they have no grasp on what's really going on. They don't know the power of the curses, and if they do, they're pretending not to. They're not educating their students to the full extent, and they're freaking telling their students to go murder people. So maybe Gojo shouldn't respect you guys, and that's why I'm on Gojo's team as of right now. I think these people, we need a new system, we need to tear it down and rebuild. It does make me a little sad that Itadori has backed off Todo, but it makes sense because Todo's being a freak, and he's just acting like he's known Itadori his whole life. I thought they were going to be normal besties. No, it's really hard. Todo needs some help. And we did see less animosity, I think, between all of the students. They might not all be very warm to each other, but I don't think they're wanting to be lethal, you know? But I am excited to see where we're going to go from here. How are we going to have a major conflict for the finale that's coming up? That is what I am interested in. Let's get into it. Seeing like a ATM vestibule? He's not being very respectful to whoever he's talking to. Oh god. This looks like an insect curse and I hate it. Are these dead people? Oh, they are. Okay, I was right. Oh, are we going on a mission together? I am so excited to see us on a mission together again. Okay. Okay. Wow, it's followed them. So they must have just encountered the same thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be at the same time, but if they died all at the same time, it would probably mean they all ran into it at the same time. Who just sees kids and they're like, let's beat them up? I love her. Oh, they're hilarious. And they're talking about Megumi, of course. Do they even know you guys? Maybe he wasn't always cool, calm, and collected like we see him now. Finally, a staff member. These people threaten to beat up your students. Even the teacher remembers you. If a teacher remembers you, and it's been a while since you've been in their class, it's either really good or really bad. Oh damn, I thought it had only been a few years. 20 years.
伏黒君ほどではないが問題児だったからね。
Megumi's such a good student at Jujutsu High. I never expected he would be a bad student out in the real world. But he wasn't using his full potential, and a lot of times, bad behavior is unmet needs, so that makes sense. Especially younger kids, if they're misbehaving a lot and like nothing's wrong at home, and there's not like mental health issues, they might need harder material, you know?
自殺の名所。この辺で有名な心霊スポットだ。
There's a known suicide spot, and you didn't bring this up in the car?
俺よりバカって意外といるよな。
He's always calling himself dumb, and I don't consider him that dumb, that it's like a defining character trait of him. It's so funny.
家に連絡してみると前日から帰ってないというじゃないか。
Oh, so they've been gone all night.
でね、そしたら橋の下で倒れているのが見つかってね。
But only 3 died. Where's the fourth one?
八十八橋なら俺も行ったことあります。
バンジーしに
Okay, maybe he's a little dumb sometimes.
学校にいた時はいろいろ世話になってたんでな。積木君は元気か？
Is this the first time, yeah, that they've heard of? It's his sister? I thought it was his mom. That's the like girl he envisions, right?
こういう呪物ってさ、なんで壊さないの？
That's what I want to know.
生命を止め、他に害をなさないという縛り。
Oh. Kind of reminds me of like how they bubble artifacts in Steven Universe.
それゆえに器を選ぶ。
Yeah, why'd they do that? They should have had those on better lockdown. What? Who? They crucified him! Is this the fourth one?
この状況で俺が見え。
Oh no, he's eating something. Oh no. Oh, it's a bigger bridge than I expected. I guess it'd have to be a big bridge if people are gonna kill themselves off of it.
ちょっとお使い行ってきてくんない？
Imagine you're just walking around one day and then these people kidnap you, they freaking pin you to a wall, and then they turn you into a monster.
だって有名な心霊スポットなんだろ。呪われてる人はまだまだいるかも。
True, I didn't even think about that. And it's a bridge people use all the time. He jumped off the bridge? Oh, they just didn't show us. Where was she? He really is famous in his hometown, and we had no idea. We really can live many lives. Oh, so what if she's cursed? Oh no. She being haunted? The automatic doors! And that's what happened with the other ones. How are we gonna save her? She's on lockdown. She's gonna come with us everywhere we go until we figure this out. Oh no!
そうか。じゃあ積み木にも聞いてみるわ。
And he's acting all cool, calm and collected, but he's probably freaking out on the inside if his sister's cursed. Oh, what are we gonna do? Is she alive? Where is she? Is she here? Is she in this town? Oh, he's sweating. We're seeing him sweat now that they're gone. Bro, you're not fine. You're literally sweating. Is he calling her? She better not die. I'm not gonna be okay with that. He's not calling his sister. Maybe Gojo should come help us. He's not gonna withdraw because it's his sister on the line. He's always gone. He's always doing something instead of being a teacher. Oh, really? So even just having them with us means nothing. That sucks. That makes you feel so powerless. We need backup. Let's call our friends from the other school, maybe? How far of a trip is that?
なんだよ、お前らって伏黒。俺は武田さんに挨拶して帰る。
Yeah, he should still go see his sister if she's nearby.
お疲れ様です。聞きたいことはあるんですけど。
定時肝試しは橋の下で行われたっす。
If it's so dangerous, why are you going by yourself? I'm
自
stressed.
分の話をしなさすぎ。ここまで気づかないとはマジでテンパってるのね。
Oh, so they followed him here. Good friends. They should have. Does any adult know they're there?
積み木は寝たきりだ。
From what?
この八十八橋の呪いは被呪者の前にだけ現れる。本人が申告できない以上、いつ呪い殺されるかわからない。
Oh.
はいはい、もう分かったわよ。
They're on board. They're gonna do whatever they need to do to help you. Your friend, your family to them. This is what we do now.
王国の下に川があるかも。川や境界をまたぐ彼岸へ渡る行為は。
I have heard that. Okay. Damn. We're entering another world. Alright, I'm ready. That's terrifying!
払いがいがありそうね。
Hell yeah. This might be a little harder than I think it's gonna be, but we're gonna do it. They come up with so many cool creative ideas for these curses that are always creepy in some way.
じゃあお前らはそっち集中しろ。こいつは俺が。
Hell yeah! Let's use our new technique that we learned from Toto. Those 2 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen were a lot more chill till the very end anyway than what we have been experiencing. So much happened battle-wise, training-wise, interpersonally in the whole exchange event that I think as an audience we did need this time to conclude all of that and then give us kind of like a prologue into the new adventure. We only have 2 episodes left of this season. I am so excited to see how this show is going to wrap up because it has been a great, fun adventure the entire time. I'm kind of confused how all the big, bad special grade curses are affecting the current plot of what's going on right now. I know I'll get insight when I edit and rewatch it. Usually when I do that, all of my questions are answered. Sometimes I do miss things because I'm reacting and translating and reading all at once when I react to something in Japanese versus something in English. Although I was calm and happy and content during a lot of these 2 episodes, the end did a great job of making me super nervous for the next 2 episodes. We haven't really gotten to see Megumi in such a stressful situation to the point where we saw him crack and look worried. Even when he was fighting Sukuna and we saw Itadori die in front of him, we never saw him so stressed in the way that beads of sweat were rolling down his face like we saw now when his sister is in danger. And we know how important his sister is because he has been having flashbacks to her when he is in times of stress throughout the whole season. And also his old teacher or principal or whatever mentioned how much his sister took care of him. We also got to see that Megumi was once very different. And I wonder if what happened with his sister changed him into the more closed off person that we see today. Mahito fed a cursed object to a person and they became a good big creepy monster, and that just shows how powerful Itadori is. But I am also nervous about how that cursed monster is going to come into play with our gang and how that is going to affect what happens in the next 2 episodes. I'm very worried. I really want to avoid another death, but this show could really do anything. It really does surprise me. It goes from funny and happy and go-lucky to serious and cry-worthy in a matter of seconds sometimes. So, very nervous for the next 2 episodes, but very excited. If you want to watch them with me, hit the subscribe button so you know when they're out. If you liked this video, hit the like button and let me know your favorite part of these 2 episodes down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.